I'm fired up, don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready, I'm ready.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. Stafford. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. Nice pickup.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. They've got his man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running left is Dillon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Escaping the pressure right. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 12-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught. The Steelers touchdown. Quez Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They faked the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
From the 22, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good job there.
Hey, how he got nothing to do with that?
He lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 8. To the air again, Stafford. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing again at Stafford. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33. Oh, he fakes the spike. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Devin Funchess as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, a final shot before half. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Dillon.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Miller with a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. A give for Dillon running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Again, it's Dillon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Open man is Cameron Batson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Play action, now it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A.J. Dillon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Dillon now off the option. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First down carry for Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Battle of floors, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And the Giants first down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
A quick throw out to Lockett.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On second down and 4. Stafford, he lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Tua going to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within to a hit, and the ball is out. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back. Is trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And this is caught by Watkins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 19. The Cam's throw here into the hands of Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And the Steelers' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again is Newton. Going deep this time for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Cam to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Newton. He'll get this complete to Batson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Touchdown! Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again. Here are the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for the Giants, the win for them is number 6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.